What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on something that has been driving me crazy. You see all these videos telling you the same things: post daily, make better thumbnails, but you do all that, and your channel is still stuck in neutral. Well, today, we are talking about the secret YouTube growth formula nobody talks about. This isn't the generic advice. This is the architectural blueprint that the top 1% of creators use to force the algorithm to promote them. Stick around, because this is going to change everything. Stop me if you've heard this before. Just post daily. Optimize your SEO. Find your niche. It's noise, right? It's an echo chamber. We are constantly bombarded with the same surface level advice, and it creates this static that makes it impossible to figure out what actually works. We're all stuck in this loop, hearing the same things over and over, while our growth stays flat. Today, we are turning off the noise and analyzing the actual signal. Forget what you think works. Let's look at what the algorithm actually rewards. This right here is the reality for most creators. You are putting in the effort, the time, the editing, the consistency. You're doing everything right, according to the standard playbook. But your channel is stuck in the meh zone. You're investing all this energy, and the relative cost is high, but your growth is flatlining. It's frustrating, I know. But the reason you're stranded isn't because the algorithm hates you. It's because you're playing the wrong game. You're climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall. Here's the brutal truth. Look at this. Everyone obsesses over this 10%, the thumbnail, the title, the tags. And yes, they matter to get the click. But the algorithm, it's spending 90% of its time looking at something completely different. It's looking at viewer histories. It's tracking session pathways. It's analyzing algorithmic clustering. The algorithm doesn't care if your thumbnail is pretty if it can't figure out where to put you in its system. We've been fighting over the 10% while ignoring the 90% that actually dictates our reach. So, we need to redefine success. On one side, you have the echo chamber. This is the public metrics: view count, center, retention on a single video. This is what everyone talks about in forums and comment sections. But then, there's the whisper network. This is the back-end data that YouTube actually uses to rank channels. We're talking about binge sessions. Does someone watch 3 of your videos in a row? Velocity curves, how fast are people engaging? And return viewer ratios. This is the stuff that tells YouTube, this channel is a destination, not just a one-hit wonder. This is where the real growth happens. So, if this stuff is so powerful, why does nobody talk about it? It's simple. It's not that the top 1% are selfish. Well, maybe a little, but they're not gatekeeping this information out of malice. They're just too busy weaponizing it. They are too busy engineering their growth using these hidden metrics to sit around and make endless tutorials about them. They've moved past the basic advice and are playing 4D chess while the rest of us are playing checkers. But today, we're stealing their playbook. Alright, so if we want to make our growth inevitable, we need a blueprint. We need to architect this thing. And it comes down to 3 core variables. Think of them as the engine of your channel. First, we have the trigger. This is what gets them in the door. Second, the trap. This is what keeps them here. And third, the amplifier. This is what tells YouTube to send 1 million more people. Master these 3, and you don't just hope the algorithm likes you. You build a system that makes it impossible for it to ignore you. Let's dive deep on variable 1, the trigger. Or as I like to call it, the asymmetric hook. Standard clickbait is dead. You know the type: a red circle, a shocked face, a promise the video can't keep. That destroys trust and tells YouTube your content is shallow. But an asymmetric hook, this creates a psychological void. It's a curiosity gap so wide that the viewer has to watch to find closure. It's not a loud promise, it's an intriguing question or an irresistible concept. It's the difference between, "you won't believe this," and, "why you haven't seen this object before." One feels like a scam, the other feels like a mystery you have to solve. Now, variable 2, the trap. And this is the big one. Everyone is obsessed with video length. Should I make 10-minute videos or 20-minute videos? And the answer is, it doesn't matter. YouTube doesn't care about your video length. It cares about session length. Look at this. If someone watches video A, then clicks to video B, then to video C, you have just told the algorithm that you are a session builder. You are doing YouTube's job for them. You are keeping people on the platform. And when you do that, YouTube rewards you with infinite impressions. Your goal isn't to make a great video, It's to make a video that makes people want to watch the next one. Finally, variable 3, the amplifier. This is momentum and velocity. In the first 60 minutes your video is live, the algorithm is watching. It's monitoring how fast that initial reaction happens. Are people clicking away immediately? Or are they engaging at high velocity? That initial spike of engagement, the comments, the likes, the shares, that's what triggers the broad audience recommendation protocols. It's like a rocket launch. The power you use in those first few minutes determines how high you can go. High velocity tells YouTube, this video is hot, show it to everyone. So, if we take these three variables and put them together, we get the secret formula. And it's not just addition, it's exponential. The hook, multiplied by session depth, raised to the power of velocity, equals algorithmic inevitability. The hook gets the click. Session depth proves your value. Velocity tells YouTube to pour fuel on the fire. When you engineer all three of these into your content strategy, you stop chasing the algorithm and start making it work for you. It becomes a mathematical certainty. And this is what that looks like in practice. It's a perpetual promotion loop. A killer hook captures a new viewer. That viewer falls into a deep session because your content is interconnected. That deep session sends a massive signal of value to YouTube. Then, the velocity of the engagement triggers platform-wide recommendations, which brings in a new wave of viewers, and the whole cycle starts again. Once you build this system, the promotion becomes autonomous. You're not praying for a video to blow up. You've engineered a system that forces the platform to promote you. So, that's the blueprint. That is how we stop hoping and start engineering our growth. It's time to move past the echo chamber advice and build for algorithmic inevitability. If you're ready to build your channel the right way, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's get to work. Let's build.